So, I have a problem. In my last video, I rode my first ever sportive, the Paris-Roubaix Challenge 2024, and afterwards I flew from Belgium to the UK with my bicycle in a bike bag. Now, when I arrived in the UK, I decided to open my bike bag, take my bike, put it on the trainer, and that's when I noticed there was a problem. When trying to put the bike on the turbo trainer, my rear dropouts of the frame were wider than my turbo trainer, basically making it impossible to put my bike on the trainer. This wasn't the case before the flight, so I took a closer look and I quickly realized why. On my right seat stay, basically the diagonal aluminium bar that goes from roughly my saddle to roughly my back wheel, there was a dent in there. The dent itself doesn't look big, but the consequences are because I can not only not put my bike on a trainer, I can also not put my back wheel in. And most importantly, I don't know if this bicycle is still safe to ride even if I could get my back wheel in. So yeah, my plan is to call my local mechanic, have them take a look, let them do a damage assessment, then let them see whether my bike is either fucked or not. So it's been a few days and I've got some updates, so let me run you through it. First of all, let's start off with the bad news. I've got my damage assessment back from my mechanic. The rear triangle is bent and out of alignment by more than 10 millimeters at the dropout. The offside rear seat stay is bent inwards, also with a large dent. And at the bottom, it says the most important part. The bike is structurally compromised and therefore unsafe to ride. So in other words, my bike is fucked. But I've also got some good news. I contacted my bike insurance LACA, and within 24 hours, they basically gave me the money back that I initially paid for the bike itself. So what a great service. Now, onto my last and most important update. Today, we're gonna do something special because I might have impulse bought a new bike. So let's go pick it up. So this is my brand new Merida Silex 4000. Yes, I bought a gravel bike. It runs a Shimano GRX 400 group set with a 4630 at the front and an 1136 at the back. A wide gear range that is very welcome to a chunky boy like myself. So I have my new bike. Right now it's built in a very neutral position and the saddle height is definitely not adapted to me yet. And that's where the sponsor of today's video comes in, Appear. With their mobile app, they simplify the complex process of a bike fit and allow you to do one from your home. It starts off with a short survey to get to know you. For example, why do you ride your bike? How often do you ride your bike? And which types of bikes do you own? But the app also needs to know the shape and limits of your body. So what follows is a body scan, basically a frontal recording of yourself, followed by a mobility test. Or in my case, we could simply call it a lack of mobility test. The next part is optional. If you have pain in your knee or your shoulder, you can enter that into the app and it will keep that in mind for the analysis. Now there's only one step left before we start our bike fit, and that's adding our bike. In my case, that's a gravel bike, 80mm stem, and a Merida Silex 4000. And then it's time to start the bike fit. The way this works is you basically set up your phone and record a side angle of you riding. And honestly, the bike fit was really simple. You start recording, you jump on your bike, you record yourself cycling for about 30 seconds, you jump off the bike, and you stop recording. And after trimming the parts where I go on the bike and off the bike, Appear was analyzing my position. Now, as I expected, my position was pretty fucked. My knee angle was way too low, 134 degrees, so I had to change my saddle position by 2.9 centimeters, so that's actually quite a lot. So yeah, that's exactly what I did. And afterwards, I recorded one more session to see whether Appear would tell me, yes, your position is now correct. And yes, it certainly did. My knee alignment was now within range. There we go, bike fit completed, and I'm ready to ride outside with my brand new bike. You can find the Appear Bike Fit app in the link in the description, and using the code BENJI10 you can get 10% off on a bike fit. And one bike fit gives you 60 days to make as many adjustments as you need to feel comfortable on your bike. Anyway, check them out. Anyway, it's not the nicest weather outside, but I do want to go for a bike ride today because I want to test my new bike, and it is a gravel bike, so I'm gonna look for some gravel areas today. Here we go. It's been raining all night and it's still raining, but I found some gravel, so let's go for a gravel ride as we speak. Let's go. It is so wet today. But then I found this beautiful spot. 15 kilometers of gravel right next to a canal. Absolutely stunning. Ever since I moved to the UK, riding outside has become a bit of an inconvenience because driver culture in my area just isn't that great. So It's scary to ride outside. Today's gravel ride was such a contrast compared to that, because here it's just me, my bike, and nature. Well, except for the bridges. These are just fucking annoying. Honestly, the bike itself was really comfortable. The 38mm tires gave me so much more confidence. But every now and then, I did have a bit of a wobble. Ooh.
That was sketchy. Not used to that yet.
The feeling of my back wheel slipping in the mud, I still have to get used to it. And that's because I actually don't have much experience on gravel.
Oh, that was a bit too low.
In Belgium, there's only one gravel segment I've ridden on, that's the Groene Twee in 60, but that's easy gravel. Today's gravel is not that hard either, but it's already a level up.
And I think gravel cycling will improve my technique and confidence on the road, which is one of the reasons that I bought this bike.
Thank you.
No problem. Good excuse for a break. Now sure, every now and then you do have to go to the side because someone is walking their dog or their child, but that's no different than stopping for a crossroads, you know? Whoa, didn't see that one coming. Now this is something that's never happened to me on the road, and that's the fact that this bridge comes up to here. So there's no way I'm going under it, I'm gonna turn back. That was fun. That was actually very fun.
Today's ride was honestly just so freeing, but while it was only 20 kilometers in length, I'm definitely gonna ride more on this bike, this gravel bike, in the future, especially when I'm in the UK. But for the time being, it's kind of also my road bike, because the other one broke, so I bought some 28mm road tires as well, so next week I'm going to Andorra, gonna be climbing up the mountains with my gravel bike. The benefit though is, I've got more gear, so that's gonna make me quite happy. There's one more small thing I do want to talk about when it comes to my videos, and that is in the last two videos, for example in Roubaix, I rode that with an old Decathlon bike. Today I ride with an under 2K gravel bike, which in my opinion is not even a budget bike. That's still relatively expensive for a lot of people. Every now and then I do get reactions, supportive reactions, especially in the last two videos of, why don't you have a bike sponsor? But considering this channel is basically a compilation of videos made by someone who's not a great cyclist, who's starting his journey into cycling, I don't feel like promoting a 20k bike is a fit for this channel. So if I'm going to work with a bike sponsor, I want it to be a bike sponsor that provides affordable bikes. So yeah, that's one of the reasons that I don't have a bike sponsor, and for now that's gonna stay that way. Anyway, that's where I'll leave it for today. I hope you enjoyed exploring my new bike with me, and next time we're probably gonna be in Andorra climbing some mountains. So I'll see you there. Goodbye.